Alright, hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Alter Ego, that's what it's called. Now, we finished off last time, we had almost, pardon me, almost finished Childhood. I don't know how many more to go exactly, but I'm guessing probably about one or two. So I'm going to look through these choices we've got. Um, Most of them tend to be about the social, so we're going to go with this one. You just turn your television off your television set, and your room is pitch dark. Through the shadows, you notice that your closet door is open just a crack. You can almost see the image of a blue-hooded axe murderer squinting at you through the door. He's waiting for you to close your eyes and fall asleep. Wonder why you'd wait. I mean, it's not like a child's gonna put up much of a struggle, but okay. In the quiet of the night, you can hear his hoarse breath making deep gurgling sounds. Look away from the door, and then look back. It's open a bit further than it was last time. If only you can make it to that closet door and shut the door tight, you know he won't be able to get out and murder you in your sleep. The morning light will destroy him, so you won't have to worry about seeing him when you wake up. Okay, we're gonna sneak out of the bed. Okay, we could, yeah. See, some of these ones are a bit weird. Cause yeah, I kind of figured you'd have to be kind of calm when you get out of bed, even though you're scared. You got this idea in your head already, which is already illustrated. I'm guessing the only option calm can do is go back to sleep. But we'll get sneak out of bed. As you inch toward the closet, you imagine the murderer laughing at how stupid you are for falling right into his deadly trap. You'll show him. You lunge towards the closet door, tripping over a leg of the bed and pulling out the bed linens down on top of you. Ha! You've done it. The closet is closed. You can finally settle down into a relaxing night's sleep. Now if only the aliens would stop hovering at your window, waiting to suck you into aircraft so they can examine your brain. We'll do another one of those. This one contains a sexual nature. Alright. The schoolyard, your friends are sitting around discussing something very secretively. You go over to see what's going on and hear one of them say something very strange. It has to go with the way you were made. Um, I guess I'm gonna go with a more traditional thing. I guess most kids would probably say, "Yeah, is that, Mom? Did you really do that?" You find it difficult to believe, but you have seen the Wild Kingdom enough times to know that anything is possible. You confront your mother with information as you remember hearing it. Uh, your choice for a leisurely topic of conversation catches your mum off guard. Later, you have a nice discussion about how babies are born. She stresses the love aspect, but neglects to tell you that practicing the real thing can be fun too. You may find this out for yourself later. Um, I go with this one, but I don't actually know who would be the modern chemistry founder, because yeah, no, I mean it depends. Because even this, uh, all these people actually have major influences in it. Jung, it's more to do with social psychology. So I'd probably guess Freud in that case, even though he's not really commonly associated with psychology anymore. Who was the first American space? I don't actually know. In that case, it's um, I actually think it's Franklin. Nah, I'm joking, of course. It's Samuel Morse. No, I don't even know what E stands for, but of course that's where we get Morse code from. Who was the Austrian-born founder of the Ethical Culture Society? I wouldn't actually know in this case. Again, the weird thing I find about this is these questions should be towards a child. As you go to high school or college, it makes sense for you to get questions of this nature, or high school potentially of these nature. But to actually have them as a child thing, it doesn't really make sense. It should be a lot easier ones at that point, just to kind of fit into the mode that you're doing at that time. But anyway, I digress. I don't honestly know. I'm so just gonna go Adler. Lucky guess. It's the speaker of the house, isn't it? Yeah. Another one containing sexual nature. You're on the beach one day when an older but very beautiful lady notices that your back is red and peeling. She asks if you want her to rub some cream on your back. Yeah, we'll say okay. It's a bit sore. It's a bit sore. We do need some. Some people are brought up never to impose on others, even when they offer help. Fortunately, you've learned that accepting help is okay, and even necessary for survival. The lady's hands are soft and gentle. You kind of wish you wouldn't stop. All of a sudden, you feel a very unusual sensation in your bathing suit. And an unexpected erection. How embarrassing. You can. Well, I mean, for a kid, there's not really going to be anything noticeable about it. There's even a surf I give in regards to this. Ignore it, but it doesn't go away. That's okay though. Your age, something like that isn't bound to attract that much attention. At the very least, you've saved yourself bad sunburn. A bad sunburn. Go play it. There we go. We passed through childhood phase of life. Family life is progressing very well. Dad is still the greatest hero of all time, and Mum is pretty terrific too. Physically, you're not very healthy. Be careful to avoid situations that could lead to illness. Socially, this can be an awkward phase of life, especially when you hit the ripe old age of 9 or 10. When you hit the right old age of 9 or 10. Should you like girls? Should you not like girls? Decisions. All in all, you're extremely lovable and well-mannered and respectful of adults. I may be mistaken, but I see a little bit of Casanova in training. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, you're not the kind of boy that can easily be trusted. Some people might even call you downright sneaky at times. You have a gentle, easygoing way about you most of the time. You've not had many schoolyard brawls, and you seem to be able to control your temper, even when the girls giggle as you walk by. You're about to enter adolescence. It is sometimes a somewhat hectic time of life, full of surprises. There will be many very high highs and many low lows. Each year you gain responsibilities. Pardon me. You may also notice that people begin to start forgiving you less for things previously described as mere childhood habits. You will be expected to leave your burping and other questionable talents in social circles where they're unanimously approved of, your peer group. Oh yes, and there's a matter of girls. If you notice them, if you haven't noticed them much in this phase, watch out, they've noticed you. Welcome to adolescence. Here's a bold man that first ate an oyster. So now we have these multiple options here. I think this one is schooling, this one is relationships. I think that's climbing. Not climbing. Okay, that is jobs there. So this one is. Okay, I'm not sure what this one is actually. I thought this one was the job market. I think this one might be passing a year actually. You're sitting in the school library, bored to death. It's a warm spring day and the sun is streaming through the windows, lighting up a square area on the desk in front of you. You're wishing for a distraction to take you away from what the research project you're supposed to be doing. Suddenly, a terrific looking girl in a red miniskirt and t-shirt sits in the study area directly across from you. She crosses her legs under her and settles into a seat and begins to work. You can smell her perfume from where you're sitting. That's right. This is it's kind of a mode where you can keep progressing the story and stop at any time. So once you stop, the story stops. But at the same time, there's potential. If you don't stop it early, something bad will happen. But if you stop too early, you may miss out on something good. So if we continue, we may gain the attention of the girl. In this case, it doesn't sound like something really bad will happen. Maybe we'll make a fool of ourselves. But all in all, there's situations where you're actually potentially risking your life. Trying to look as intelligent as possible, you start writing furiously, hoping to attract her attention. Her eyes remain glued to her own work. We'll continue. We're getting some work done. You ask her if she knows what time it is. We made a conversation. That's good for her. She looks up for a brief moment, shakes her head back and forth, and puts her head down. You notice a rather large watch on her left wrist. What a bitch. Continue. You're not one who gives up easily. About 10 minutes pass. She gets up from her seat and walks towards the back of the library. You notice that she's left her purse and some of her books behind. She's probably just going to the ladies' room. Oh, we'll continue. Or later. The sun is warm and relaxing. You wish she would come back soon. Okay. You feel the soft hand encircle your shoulder, and hear someone whisper, "What are you doing your project on?" Dreaming the smell of perfume stirs you from your doze. You try to think of something clever to say, hoping that to use this opportunity to get her phone number. You say, "When you came in, I thought you were too..." Sorry, I keep stopping to read what it's saying. I shouldn't really do that. You say, "When you came in, I thought you were too beautiful to be real, so I went to sleep, hoping I'd meet you in my dreams." Though players who would want to continue may want to take a few seconds to gag, if necessary, before proceeding. So yeah, I think in this case, I do believe it is random. So I think in some cases, if we continue now, it will be the girl, and in some cases, it's going to be somebody different. Or maybe we are dreaming we're speaking out loud, or something embarrassing where people laugh at us. Um, Again, our social ability is quite high, so we're not really going to be damaged too severely from an embarrassing situation, so we'll continue. Yeah, there you go. You look up Miss Escobar, the librarian. "Oh no," she says, "I haven't been spoken to like that in ages. You're so sweet. Now get back to work." She waddles off. Continue. The girl comes back and picks up her things and leaves. Later in the evening, you leaf through the papers and discover a note. Note says, "Sat with you in the library today. Can't you think of anything more interesting to say than do you know what the time is? If you can, why not give me a call and say it. 555 9845. Sorry, 54 Pam. You can continue and potentially ring it. You call the line, but it seems to be constantly busy. Finally, you hear the line ringing. Oh, someone picks up. Hello, Thrift Shop, Thrift City Sleep Shop. Can I help you?" Your heart sinks, but you give it one last futile try. "Is Pamela speaking?" You introduce yourself and tell her that she's been on your mind all day. She only goes for the people who absolutely the cause. Your social status suggests that you have the skills to impress her. Your first date with her is this Saturday. Success. We got a date with apparently the cool girl in school, Pam. So in that case, since we've reached adolescence and got our first date, we'll wrap up this episode a bit early.